Welcome to Diesels on the Mountain. My name is Scott Heaton. This is Randy Cole. RC, we're getting ready to go into round number 5 of the Chase for the Championship. Today, it's going to be amazing. We've got returning champions that have been away for a couple of rounds. We're fresh off 2 weeks ago going for world records in ET and mile per hour in a couple of different classes. As things shake out, Thunder on the Mountain, it's going to be Diesels on the Mountain today.
Oh, I'm telling you, what a beautiful day, too. 90 degrees is fun to me today. We know all year, right, we've been fighting it. Sacramento, we got rained out. Texas, we fought weather. Tulsa, we had tornado warnings, weather. We got the event in. Today, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful drag racing, dynos, show and shine, sled pulling. It's all happening here at Bandimere Speedway.
Bandimere Speedway, as Randy was just saying, finely tuned and well-prepared racetrack. We got a chance to see some low numbers, some big numbers, however you want to look at it, whether it's ET or on the mile per hour side. Hot Shot Secret Diesel Drag Racing Series powered by science, and the science of it today is racetrack is ready. Drivers are ready. Scott McKinstry is trying to hold on to the point lead to get his 3rd national championship in Sportsman. Our returning and defending national champion in the Super Diesel, Verlin Southwick. He's been out for a couple of rounds, finally got the crank replaced in his truck, and he's back in action. Then we bounce up to those big classes, those high number classes, and we've seen some big changes. In fact, we had to get on the phone with SFI in Oklahoma just to determine if we had a world record or not.
We did, Levon Miller, right? 799 right out of the box. Dustin Jackson, 801 out of the box. The finals, I think, was an 812 against an 814 in Pro Street. I'm telling you, I started this 14 years ago. When we hit the 10-second mark, we thought we lit the world on fire. We're in the 7s now in Pro Street. But the big name right now, who's been just changing the world of Super Street this year? Philip Franklin. I just sold him his tech card up there.
You know, it's going to be a great day. We've got a lot of racing, and we also going to be joined by the Vintage Drag Race Association today. We're going to see some flatheads. We're going to see some front-engine dragsters, as well as the fastest diesel trucks on the planet.
And I'm more excited. I love drag racing, right? But I'm so excited. It's 5 years I've been begging Sporty and Larry to let me put a sled pull track here. So the first time in over 30 years, you're going to see truck and tractor pulls here at Bandimere Speedway.
And it's all going to be on dieseltv.com. Today, we've got the Hot Shot Secret Diesel Drag Racing Series. Once we get through our eliminators and crown champions of Diesel on the Mountain, we're going to roll right down to the 8th mile, right-hand side of the racetrack, sponsored by BD Diesel. That's where the 300 feet of fun comes to life tonight. We will have some of the best in the business, whether it be gas or diesel or exhibition, coming up in the sled pull competition.
That is for sure, Scott. But right now, I know we got a bunch of sponsors and we need to pay some bills, as you always say. So let's go to a commercial break. When we come back, we're going straight to diesel drag racing.
Diesel TV is brought to you by Hot Shot Secret, BD Diesel Performance, Industrial Injection, ARP Fasteners, by PPE, Ispro Gauges, XTP, and by South Bend Clutch, Randy's Off-Road, G&J Diesel Performance, RacingJump.com, and the National Hot Rod Diesel Association.
Everything we do in here is for everything you do out there. We put in the hours, so you can too. We run tests, so you can run strong. We keep records, so you can break them. We are Hot Shot Secret, powered by science.
Sportsman class presented by Pacific Performance Engineering. Semifinal bracket, Jordan Kennedy was able to beat Colton Chad. Cody Kleeman could not hold on as James Irwin will go to the final versus Chad. The Sportsman class final round. Rule 1 of the racetrack is Colton Chad and James Irwin So Irwin comes out in the day with a chance to climb up in the point lead here in our sportsman class. He came into the day 80 points back as Scott McKinstry. McKinstry went out a couple of rounds ago. Colton Chad out of Grand Junction, Colorado. He just would like to be known as King of the Hill. Comes to Diesel on the mountain and wins it all. Colton Chad, James Irwin. Irwin goes first, Chad playing chase. This is final round of sportsman. What a great event. The Hot Shot Secret Diesel Drag Racing Series winner in the sportsman class, it's gonna be Colton Chad. And man, did he come on hard at the end of that run. James Irwin.
From the street to the track, XDP is your true one-stop shop for diesel power and performance. You can count on XDP from the sale through the installation process to provide award-winning customer service and technical assistance. We stock what we sell, offering you the best price and fastest shipping times in the industry. Visit us online at xdp.com and see for yourself why XDP is the nation's largest diesel performance parts retailer.
Super Diesel Class, presented by Automotive Racing Products, ARP. The top half of the bracket, Dan Zelton was able to get around Joshua Grauman. Into the bottom of the bracket, Devin Ratliff had a competition by. It'll be Zelton and Ratliff for the trophy. Now it is main event time for Devin Ratliff and Dan Zelton. This is our Super Diesel final round. The championship. All winners need to return to the lanes for Diesel TV time in the winner's circle. Devin Ratliff over in the Hot Shot Secret left lane. Dan Zelton positioning himself in the BD Diesel right lane. The first to go will have advantage, and that's going to be Zelton as Ratliff. Ratliff with trouble right off of the get-go. Dan Zelton, he'll take a victory here in Super Diesel. Congratulations to the driver all the way from Wisconsin. Dan Zelton comes to Colorado, and he is king of the mountain at Diesels on the Mountain.
ARP, the ultimate fasteners for your diesel engine. From main studs to rod bolts to head studs, ARP outperforms and outlasts factory hardware. When failure is not an option, it's ARP-bolts.com.
The 1090 class bracket sets up with Ray Ross having a bye round. Will Terry on the bottom of the bracket taking on Blake Copperrudd. Into the final round, it'll be Ray Ross versus Blake Copperrudd. So we've got Ray Ross and Blake Copperrudd coming up here in this 1090 Index final. The championship run of the Hot Shot Secret Diesel Drag Racing Series, round number 5, Diesels on the Mountain at Bandimere Speedway. Ray Ross out of San Antonio, Texas. So we got a Lone Star Stater taking on a native Coloradan. The Fort Collins, Colorado entry, Blake Copperrudd is 03 Dodge, bringing that big bright red Mopar, sponsored by BD Diesel, into the BD Diesel lane. That Mopar got a bow-tie Chevrolet to contend with. Ray Ross was the number 1 guy, the number 1 1090 Index class out of qualifying, has won his way here. Blake Copperrudd, he was 4th best out of qualifying. So the 4 and the 1 getting it done here in the 1090 Index. Who's going to be king of the mountain? Release, reaction, Ray Ross advantage. You can see that by the naked eye, now up to the middle of the track. Here comes Copperrudd, but he ain't got nothing on Ross. Ross goes through the traps at a 12:05 and 6 off the throttle after the 660, basically cruised to a victory. Winner, Ray Ross, here in our 1090 Index class. Good on Ray Ross. He is king of the mountain in 1090. Super Street class presented by Industrial Injection. Philip Franklin and Logan Milam faced off at the top of the bracket in semifinal, with Franklin moving on. Chris Buheider, competition by. He'll see Philip Franklin in our championship round. Here comes our Super Street final. This is the one that I've been patiently waiting for all day long. The Industrial Injection Super Street main event on the Hot Shot Secret Diesel Drag Racing Series. Chris Buheider, he the owner of the TSD shop, and he's got his wrench, Philip Franklin, as opposition here in the championship round. The double 04 taking on the 06 Dodge. The Dodge of Philip Franklin. He is the guy right now in this particular class, which is a super street category. Philip Franklin, currently the point leader. Philip Franklin, currently the super street world record holder on both ends of it. And he's got the boss man sitting next to him. That's got to be a little extra incentive, a little additional drive, a little more adrenaline as we go to the Super Street Championship round. Buheider, Franklin, giddy up, let's go racing. Advantage up in the air as they get center track and blowing right by Philip Franklin. Goes 934 with a 9 and 144 per to take down Chris Buheider, the boss in the TSD entry. So it will be Philip Franklin, king of the mountain in Super Street.
Industrial Injection's been in business for 25 years. We build performance diesel products, turbochargers, fuel injection pumps, high-performance diesel engines for pickup trucks, drag race trucks, over-the-road trucks, and then towing applications. We can build your pump, your injectors, your turbo, your engine. We can match all those things together, which gives maximum output of your diesel performance truck.
We see their product as quality.
I can't think of one time or place where we've ever had an issue with their products.
Industrial Injection is the way to go.
And that's why we use their stuff.
Pro Street Class Bracket. Semi-final round competition buys for Mike Skinner and John Jacobs. They both have championship chances. Pro Street Final with Mike Skinner and John Jacobs. A pair of Colorado natives and a pair of Mopars. Both of them were brand new in 2006. The right lane has got John Jacobs in the BD diesel lane for the Fire Punk diesel crew. Wiping off the hides, trying to make sure that he's got good grip traction. Wants to have the propelling unit take that thing down track around Mike Skinner in his 06 Dodge. He's going to do the exact opposite. He's going to get right down in the water box and try to get that thing to roll some coal and do the burnout. You watch the two dudes at the back. They got a job. That's to keep that thing from going sideways, trying to keep that thing rolling a little bit of coal in a forward trajectory. Skinner out of Brighton, Colorado. He was the second best out of qualifying. John Jacobs was the best out of qualifying. So again, in the final round, we get our top two dogs ready to eat. John Jacobs and Mike Skinner. This is your Pro Street Championship round. Diesels on the mountain. Hot Shot Secret Diesel Drag Racing Series as Mike Skinner is still trying to get that thing to spool. Trying to get that thing to build the boost that he needs to rotate the Goodyears. And look at this, the crew tell him to back it in. Back to the water box. He creeped and bumped out of that thing. They want to have that additional ability to rotate the tires in the water box. Pretty soon, the starter is going to take control and say, enough. Your competitor is sitting up here ready to go. We want to race. And look at that. There's the starter going, come on, bring it. What you doing? John Jacobs is patiently waiting, but I'll bet you he's starting to get a little hot under the collar. Sitting in that Fire Punk diesel entry in the BD diesel right lane. Left side, Hot Shot Secret left lane, Mike Skinner. That's got to be weighing on him emotionally, mentally, right now, wondering and worrying about the lack of a burnout. But he bumps into the pre-stage. Now, joined by John Jacobs, 7 inches later, those stage lights come on. Simultaneous amber flashes and a green light. Giddy up, go Pro Street. So John Jacobs with troubles, as you can see, once they let things go on the starting line. The mechanical part of that race team said, Mike Skinner will be the winner. And the numbers don't even matter. Winner in Pro Street, Mike Skinner. The Big Rig Bracket Final ends up being Jim Disher, the 2016 World Champion in Big Rig Bracket, had no takers. Jim Disher in the finals. Racing entry of Jim Disher out of Commerce City, Colorado. looking down at the Diesel TV camera, having some fun.
Reluctantly crouched at the starting line, engines pumping and thumping in time. The green light flashes, the flags go up, churning and burning, they yearn for the cup. They deftly maneuver and muscle for rank, fuel burning fast on an empty tank. Reckless and wild, they pour through the turns.
A big, nasty, gnarly, smoke-boiling burnout for Jim Disher. I'm sure that granddaughter Charney is probably watching live stream at dieseltv.com right here, right now, to watch the cab overtake the king of the hill here in the big rig bracket class, Grandpa Jim Disher. Gonna run the cab over up the racetrack, probably just about 90 mile per in the low box race team. Clicking through to 1564 with a 5 at 92 mile an hour. Good on you. Grandpa Jim, it was good to see you. Great to have you part of Diesels on the Mountain.
When you choose to be better, the pursuit is relentless. The best is only a stop along the road to something better. At BD Diesel, we settle for nothing less than better. Better designed, better engineered, high-performance diesel parts, and world-class service. BD Diesel, the road to better never ends.
Pro Stock class presented by G&J Diesel Performance. Buy rounds on both top and bottom of the semifinal brackets. Richard Meade will meet Jared the Ironman Vollmer in the final. Coming out, it's going to be the MBRP Batmobile, the 1941 Willys that is piloted by the Ironman Jared Vollmer. Vollmer is going to get a single lane run here in the championship round. Will be crowned King of the Mountain here at Diesels on the Mountain is Richard Meade. The guy out of Alberta, Canada, with trouble, went into the traps earlier today in Pro Stock, won't make the final. So it comes down to the 41 Willys. Big old nasty gnarly burnout, and it looks like the boys have put the tune to it. Jared the Ironman Vollmer. We are looking for Super Diesel and 1090 finalists. Super Diesel and 1090 finalists, we need you back to the lanes as we get a chance here and now to watch a 1941 Willys bubble up to life. The Pro Stock records currently stand at Wade Moody, 746 and 185 mile an hour. He wouldn't have opportunity to back it up because they got to have two runs, and the backup run's got to be within 1%. But we still get a chance to see the Ironman Jared Vollmer. He was probably the most disappointed driver in the state of Colorado a couple of hours ago when he was unable to make that big old nasty gnarly hit that he wanted. And here comes the chance for the team to put it all together. That way they can get up and do some heavy breathing and bragging on Diesel TV in the winner's circle. Vollmer, the Ironman out of Idaho Falls, Idaho. 41 Willys, MBRP, this is Pro Stock. In a 9:14 and 1 at 148 mile an hour. Wade Moody's numbers were never in jeopardy here this weekend in Colorado, but Jared Vollmer, King of the Hill in Pro Stock, as well as for everybody here watching local and enjoying the burnout contest, which is coming up next. Rolling out in today's People's Choice Award, the 2016 3/4 ton Chevrolet from Hudson, Colorado. Please give a big round of applause to Luis Chavez. Good looking Duramax. It is actually, that is my favorite color. Where I come from in northern Idaho, that is called maroon, but we got a little bit of flake to it. Fantastic job, Luis. Congratulations on the win. That is a good looking ride. Kind of give me an overview of what we see on the outside.
Well, it's blue, metallic red, Fabtech lift, 6-inch. It's got 24 by 14 American forces. The wheels are the tires are 375 40R24s. Just a few little upgrades here and there. That's about it.
As I made a comment, it's one of my favorite colors ever, and especially with a little bit of flake inside. Now, if we pop the hood, what do we see under there?
You know, it's stock. You know, these trucks have enough power. I pull a little car hauler with it, and that's all it's got. You know, it's stock.
How about inside? I bet you inside isn't stock. You look like a guy that takes care of things.
Well, it is stock. That's the High Country Edition. You know, it's just stock truck, Chevy truck.
And that's probably why you went away with best in class, is because when you can take a stalker and make it look that good, look like you've done a whole bunch of alterations to it, you deserve it. Folks, he is our winner, best in show pickup class, Luis Chavez. All right, our very first competitor is rolling up into the box. Let's hold him right there. I got to make sure that I've got my official decibel meter, which is coming right now from our lovely trophy girl. All right, so you want to hold on just a second. Watch for me. I'm going to tell you when to go, and I'm also going to be one of the guys that lets you know when to stop, all right? So otherwise, you're going to be able to go from 45 seconds to a minute unless you catch on fire or pop a tire, all right? Is there anybody here that'd like to see me either catch on fire or pop a tire? That's what a burnout contest is all about. So here in truck number 1, I believe, our first competitor, this is Joseph Lopez, 2009 Dodge, the Mega Cab 2500 series. All right, you ready? Get her going. Chopping the throttle right at 60 seconds. Let's hear it for Joseph Lopez. So I'll get our official decibel meter reading. All right, so Randy Cole is instructing me to give you guys another chance at it, although he had a very good score. On the count of 3, let's hear your cheers for Joseph Lopez. 1, 2, 3. Joseph Lopez turning the control tower into a Cheech and Chong affair.
For over 65 years, ISPRO has been the choice of OEMs, the U.S. military, and every individual truck owner that won't settle for anything less than the very best. We supply products to every commercial truck maker in America. The very same engineers use the very same tools and talents to design gauges for your truck, and they're made in the USA. Go to ispro.com to find yours. ISPRO. We know diesel.
In the modified four-wheel drive gas class, Junkyard Dog and Black Thunder. Lee England bringing Black Thunder tight and taut up against that great big massive log chain that has currently got him saddled to the front end of the sled. Looking for green light LEDs to flash on the sled. I see them on. That means there should be green flags coming out on the racetrack. Lee England trying to put that forward, that 3/4 ton ride, trying to get a little pop and a jerk to get the blood going. Come on, Black Thunder, let it roll. get an official distance here on Lee, England. It will be full pull, 328 feet 7, 328 and 7 at a speed of 26.2 mile an hour. So Lee, England goes to the lead. The 2.5 diesel class sled pull competitors, Parts Truck, Rowdy Red Heifer, Grape Ape, Cimarron, and Strictly Business. The Strictly Business entry of Eric Whitmarsh, hard on it. Getting himself well down track, and the applause from the fans in the stands. It will be a full pull, 308 feet and well over 25 mile an hour. Eric Whitmarsh goes to the top of the leaderboard in the 2.5 class.
It's really pretty simple. We love what we do. From daily service and repair of diesel pickups to manufacturing and sales of diesel performance parts. The name Strictly Diesel really says it all. Check us out at strictlydiesel.com.
Limited Pro Stock sled pull competitors, Dark Side of Nature, Southern Comfort, Dirty Dodge, Slightly Wild, Afterburner. So Rocky Horn, spooling up, starting to roll a bit cold, boil a bit black. Southern Comfort, play on words, a little bit of spelling addition for comfort. That's what you can say in the South, Southern Comfort. That's a good run incumbents out of that Ford. You can see the appreciation from the truck and tractor pull fans, the sled pull fans in the stands. Gonna be a full pull, 334 feet at 22 mile per hour. So the Ford picks him up, puts him down, goes to the top of the leaderboard, and full pull. Best of the day so far. Diesels on the Mountain Super Farm Tractor Sled Pullers, Resurrected Deer, Red Rider, High Dollar Hooker, Crazy Horse, Chaotic, and Arclight. Wheel standing, Black Smoke boiling John Deere coming our way. Gonna start rolling into that hand control throttle. Got the feet positioned on foot brakes to try to keep that John Deere on the chosen selected path. Front end starting to come up before he got to 100 feet. Now bounce, bibbity boppity boo. He gets to the 300, and it's going to be a full pull to open things up for the Resurrected Deer. And a very happy fist pump out of driver Jeff Siebert, enjoying his time with a sled pull. And a 3:14 and 4, 3:14.4 will be the official distance for Jeff Siebert. We'll be interested to see if he says he likes it or not, or if he wants to utilize his first-in-class option. Gots to keep it. Gots to give a thumbs up at 3:14. Battling in Pro Stock Diesel presented by South Bend Clutch will be the Hybrid and the Hall's Diesel Sled Puller. So even though he's leaking a little bit of oil there in the industrial injection edge entry, the Starlight Diesel tuned entry is going to get another roll at it. And we saw earlier the first couple of classes getting a woad and then turning down the hook as their option in first in class. So Tom Hansen in the Hybrid. Trying. The first-in-class guy, Tom Hansen, takes the Hybrid after a little bit of a rocky start on the first attempt. got out to 320.8. 320.8 for the hybrid, sending him to the top of the leaderboard. Tom Hansen has just applied the pressure to the other driver in the field, which is going to be Isaac McKagey.
This is South Bend Clutch and DXD Racing, where our goal is to provide you with top quality clutch parts, friendly, knowledgeable service, and an inventory network that ensures a speedy delivery. We're a full-service racing clutch company that offers upgraded clutch and flywheel packages, OE replacement clutch kits, and the ability to rebuild agricultural and industrial-style clutch parts. If you're looking for the best clutch kit options for any vehicle and any driving style, call us first. South Bend Clutch and DXD Racing.
In super modified two-wheel drive, we get poor boy and lack of common sense. Cinching down that 5-point harness. Looking to see if he reaches up to slap the windscreen visor on the hard hat. Now he's going eyes on. Great shot, Javier Patron, focused right in on the eyes. You see those butterflies wide open, now slammed shut on the lime green entry for Danny Davis. So double D in the 23 T-bucket. Get official distance here momentarily. $29 mph to drag that thing 331.9 feet. Danny Davis looking like he wants to beat Diesel on the Mountain Champion in our modified two-wheel drive gas class. But Shannon Coleman in that very cool Willys pickup gonna get another honk at it. Semi-trucks in the sled pull, 2012 Peterbilt and Selfif. Green lights abound for Daryl Johnston. A little lower gear start that time. Now can he make the shift? Good clean transfer of gears. Dan Lee is walking forward. That's never a good sign. Is into the clutch to hold out for the Freightliner. Official distance coming up. 286.0, 286.0. At 17.9 mph.
Get the power to the ground with a transmission upgrade kit from PPE. PPE Stage 4, 5, and 6 transmission upgrade kits feature heavy-duty clutches and steels, valve body enhancements, triple clutch torque converters, and more. These upgrades increase transmission holding power and improve shifting performance, allowing for a transmission capable of handling high-stress situations. Check them out today at ppediesel.com. PPE, innovations in diesel performance.
Hot Farm Tractors is a battle between Asylum and Case 970. Just in case of tractor that is trying to go to the top of the leaderboard in his open face hat. Wheel stander. So Dave Hoff will get a number that he'll have to accept, as he was the second one and he did go past 100 feet. So that is going to give him an official distance momentarily for Hoff in just in case. The Workstock Diesel class brings us Blacked Out, Seth Balladez 06 GMC, Slow BS, Mistress, Jax, and White Trash. Seth Balladez in his GMC from LaSalle. He's trying to roll it down track to go to the lead. 286.1 is the number he needs to beat to try to get to the top of the leaderboard as he's pushed out to 300 with a bunch of wheel speed and momentum. Get it, Danny Lee. Turn and run. It's the Fat Guy Foot Race. That is a full pull in the leader right now, Seth Balladez.
All right, Mr. Scott Heaton, what a weekend. 95-degree weather, Jiminy. I mean, we're both from Washington, right? This was crazy. But better than Tulsa, better than Texas, right? We didn't have the tornadoes, the rain. We had a little bit of wind, but overall, what an event.
What a fantastic day, and certainly my apologies to you, my friend, because I saw nothing but probably a nice air-conditioned 68 all day long. But a great job by the staff here at Bandimere Speedway and as well as your staff at NHRDA. What a great event. The Hot Shot Secret Diesel Drag Racing Series. It's everything that we wanted it to be. We had a lot of sportsman racers, some great classifications all the way through. And then, of course, we saw some good and some bad today. Unfortunately, we had somebody utilize the safety features at Bandimere Speedway. We never like to see that, but that's part of motorsports, Randy. It's part of drag racing, and that's what they come out here for, excitement and thrills.
It is. I didn't get to talk to Richard Meade. He already hit the road. If I know Richard Meade, he's heading back to Calgary or Edmonton. I forget where he lives. I guarantee you that thing will be back together. We'll probably see it in Salt Lake. I know we'll see it in Edmonton, so never count out the Canadians. But you're right. Overall, and I'm just going to say this, right? A lot of people out there on Facebook and on the internet kind of making fun of these trucks running at a mile high. You know what? Bring it out here and show me what you got. It is hard to race at this track at this elevation at 95 degrees.
And one of the things that they did is most of the teams came around as we saw the numbers that they wanted to run or normally run. We saw them running those numbers in the afternoon time. So again, the naysayers or those that maybe have something to say on social media, we would love, absolutely love to have you part of our event. So come on out, show us what you've got.
That is it. So we're heading to St. Louis. St. Louis, June 24th.
It's just a couple of weeks away. You can always follow along on Instagram. We're on Twitter. We're, of course, on Facebook. The live stream on Diesel TV. David Anderson and Power VR Padron have done a tremendous job. Randy, you've assimilated a fantastic crew. And, folks, you guys going to watch it live on DieselTV.com. My name's Scott Heaton.
I'm Randy Cole.
And you're on Diesel TV.
Diesel TV is brought to you by Hot Shot Secret, PD Diesel Performance, Industrial Injection, ARP Fasteners, by PPE, Ispro Gauges, XTP, and by South Bend Clutch, Randy's Off-Road, G&J Diesel Performance, RacingJump.com, and the National Hot Rod Diesel Association.